Hello there, Gia.
Hello. Hello, good evening.
Hello. Good evening to you, Gia. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm okay. Are you stuffed up or is that normal?
Yeah, just a little bit, a little Rudolphy kind of thing, but it'll clear up.
Okay. All right. A lot of colds and things going around.
Yeah, yeah. Um, no, I didn't really get one when I was paranoid about it, and I went and got my flu shot, so
Oh,
I've done my
okay.
civic duty. They tried to talk me into like three or four others while I was there. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not today.
You tell them, Gia.
Yeah, I just was like one arm being painful is bad enough.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay.
Anyway, we've got some stuff going on in old Port Charles, huh?
We do have some movement, don't we?
Some yeah, you don't even know, or maybe you did know. Could you feel how happy I was
I could feel how happy you were. Yes, yes.
at the return of our beloved Brad? That was so
Yeah.
fun.
And I wish I had watched the opening credits that day because he was in the opening credits because I rewatched it and
Oh,
saw
was
that.
he?
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention, but is
yeah.
that is that good? Does that mean he's like on back?
Well, it's a good question because a lot of times people aren't in the opening credits unless they're like real or it takes a while, it seems like, for them to earn a
Yeah.
spot. So I don't know. I don't know what
But
that
so it
means,
doesn't
but
necessarily mean it's just a guest. Like
right,
did
right.
Ronnie ever make it into the opening credits for her little
Gosh,
stint?
I feel like I don't know, but it seems like she should have, right? Given that she's a legend.
N- No, I mean,
No.
not because she's not a legend, but I just mean if we're trying to figure out if that
Yeah.
indicates that a person is there, sort of
Well, I
as
thought
a cast
some
member.
right. Sometimes it seems like they appear in the credits at the beginning if they're in that episode, and if they're not in that episode, even if it's a regular character, they're not in the opening credits.
Hmm.
But I don't know if that.
Even if they're just a guest that day, like Suzanne's never in the
Well,
opening
right, right.
credits.
I don't know if you have to be like a contract person or
Yeah.
whatever to get in there. I don't know.
You're giving very unsatisfactory answers to me.
I'm not Chat
We
GPT.
rely on you as sort of like the boss of this whole like the captain of this ship.
We know that that's gonna be
You're my
disappointing.
captain, you're my
Oh,
captain.
now you just made it worse. Oh, dear.
You know,
Alright,
like
so
that song. I love that song.
well,
Um,
that was a great rendition you did.
yeah, thank you. Anyway, Perry Shin, Brad
Yes.
returned. He looks
Mhm.
fabulous. He looked
Yep.
super
Yep.
sharp in his suit and everything. I was like, Lucas is probably like, ooh,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
mm,
it did sort of bring up a lot of questions and possibilities.
yeah, yep. And
Do you wanna just dive into the Brad situation?
okay, we might as well. I just
Yeah.
loved that he called. What did he call her? Like
Skank.
he's
He's like,
come,
"Come
come,
come here,
come
you
here, you skanky hoe, or
Yeah,
something. I can't remember. It wasn't skanky hoe, but it was something
it
skank.
was skank, you old skank, I think it was, yeah. Uh,
Mm.
but did you like, I kind of felt, equal part like, sure, I guess he had a right to be angry thinking that Britt had, let him suffer for 2 years, but he also
Yeah.
was unreachable, although I guess if he thought she was dead, he
Yeah,
wouldn't
why
have
would he
been
make it? Why
yeah,
would he make himself
yeah,
available? He was,
but
yeah,
she had tried. She had tried to reach out to him when she was
yeah.
back, so he didn't know that, I guess,
He didn't. He wouldn't have known that. Yeah, and he wouldn't have known if you think somebody's dead. Why would you be like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
make sure I'm on Facebook in case she's looking for me. Although if you live in Port Charles, you really, I mean, dead
Nope,
is never dead. So
exactly, yeah, and maybe since he wasn't living in Port Charles anymore, he forgot that people
right, the
never
magical
die,
quality of Port
um,
Charles. Yeah.
yeah, I don't quite understand, like, if he's allowed to return to town, it wasn't part of the deal that the big payoff that he would disappear, or doesn't he
So
care?
I'm trying to remember. It was Drew that paid him off,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Drew paid him off to disappear. Why was he making him disappear? What was it? It was over the Portia stuff somehow,
Yeah,
right?
was it well, I guess it was in exchange for the evidence?
Yeah, but maybe it doesn't matter now because everything's sort of out,
Maybe.
well, it's not all out though, is it?
Maybe Brad just feels like he's scrappy enough that he can,
He can take it. He can
yeah, he can find some
dodge.
angle to
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
But yeah, imagine Portia's dismay. I mean
And that was hysterical. I enjoyed them together too. Like I like he and Britt together, and I like he and Portia together because yeah. Portia's how would you rate? I know you're big on the whole like acting from
Bed
the
acting.
bed.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the
it's a
bed. What
challenge. It's a
how do you
challenge.
think Portia's doing in that front?
I think she's doing okay. Yeah, I guess I would give her a B plus maybe.
All right, okay.
What about
I'm
you?
I'm just I'm worried about that baby. I feel like they should have a
I
fetal
know.
monitor or something
I
because
know.
every person that comes in that room is stressing her out. You know,
Exactly, yeah. Everybody, including, like, Isaiah, I think, who's
Isaiah.
like,
I know Isaiah's being very annoying, and I
yeah.
think that doesn't bode well for the whole baby daddy stuff. You know, it's like
No,
just
no.
just men leave her alone for the next 8 months or however. What do we got left? 6 months. 6 months.
6, I guess, yeah, just about
6 months.
6,
Just
yeah.
leave her alone. Let her have a peaceful gestation. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you can all duke it out and battle it out. But at the moment, she's got an important job, and
Mhm,
yeah,
and they
this
can't
all the
help with that,
pressure.
really. Yeah, yeah.
No, and part of me, like, I'm a little bit like Curtis seems like he's being very attentive, but
Mhm.
is he just being attentive to the vessel? Is he really being attentive to Portia herself?
Right, right, yeah, it's more like a control issue, I think, in
It's
a
more
way
like that's
also.
the oven in which my
Yeah,
bun is currently residing, you know?
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, he hasn't said it like that, but I feel like it's gonna come to that because we know he wants to be with
Yeah.
Jordan, right? You know, they just wanna snap this baby up and take
Mhm.
it up for their own. I
Yeah,
think
that
I
doesn't
think that's so I just I'm not believing his sort of solicitous behavior with her. I think it's if she
mm.
weren't pregnant, would he be giving her the time of day?
No, I don't think so, but I don't think Jordan wants anything to do with the baby, right? If she had her
No,
way.
yeah, probably not, but don't you think Curtis is just, like, mooning over the thought of, like, "Oh, my new family, and I'll" you
Yeah,
know.
thinking he can somehow just swap
Yeah,
out the mom.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm. But
because he's such an idiot.
Trina would just be, like, livid all the time if he managed to pull that off, she would
Yeah, but
disown him.
he doesn't real does he realize yet how Trina feels about Jordan or the extent of
No, probably
Trina's
not, probably
yeah.
not. He's very, very focused on having his cake and eating it too, and then having the bun in the oven.
He's obtuse. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Um,
he's a hypotenuse.
wow, listen to you, math
An
rapper.
obtuse rapper. There probably is a math rapper somewhere, like, can you
Probably.
picture some middle school teacher thinking like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
in and rap the lesson tomorrow."
Yeah, that would be rough. Um,
So
so
anyway, yes, I'm just overjoyed to get back to the Brad thing.
Mhm.
I'm overjoyed. I hope he is back for good. I hope the credits mean that that's what's going on because
Sure. Yeah, I hope so too, because I don't like it when we just sort of get excited and then we start to really enjoy somebody and then they're
yeah,
gone.
and then
Or,
they're gone, but I'm
uh,
so down with that little friendship and,
yeah. And there's so many things Brad could sort of insinuate himself into. Like if he knows the Sidwell situation and Marco.
right, 'cause yeah, Britt just spilled everything to him,
And that's
basically.
I wanted to ask you, was that
Is that
surprising
smart? Um,
or smart? Yeah.
I thought it wasn't smart, but, I mean, I'm
No.
kinda glad for her sake that she got somebody that she can share with, but I guess, it's kinda like sharing everything with Ava, you'll get a take on things that from
Mhm.
somebody that operates comfortably in gray areas, you
Right.
know.
And I don't know, trustworthy to a point, but not necessarily a vault, you know?
No, no, not a vault, right, right.
Mm-mm.
Um,
So and she must
yeah,
know that sort of about Brad
and
and
he always ends up in compromised in some way and having to
yeah, like, if
give
he
somebody up.
knows
Yeah,
everything and Sidwell corners him, you know, he's gonna try
yeah,
to save his ass,
yeah,
so I don't
yep.
know.
But anyway, it's good to have him back.
Yeah.
He just marched in like such a freaking champ. I just loved it.
And I like that neither of them had money for dinner.
I know, and he said something about, the obstetrics? I can't say it right. Obstetrics?
Just
Which is
yeah,
correct?
obstetrics.
Obstetrics. He said something to that, you know, implying that he assumed she was still in gynecology, and
Right,
she didn't
right.
correct him, and I was like, huh, that was kind of funny that she let that go by, but maybe it was kind of a pride thing.
But she did at dinner tell him she didn't have her medical license.
Right, but not until the bill came up. Not
Right,
until
right, yeah.
But earlier he said something about,
Yeah.
and she didn't correct
Uh-huh.
the whole thing, and,
Yeah.
so I
Mhm.
kinda felt like it was coming because we already knew that he had
Mhm.
burned through his cash,
Right, right, yeah.
but yeah, that was funny. So who are they gonna call, do you think? Jason?
That's what I was thinking. I don't or they'll try to slip out without
Do the
paying
dash
attention.
and dine? Yeah,
I don't know.
and then have to, like, wash dishes or go to jail or something.
Yeah, she doesn't wanna get in trouble with the law, I wouldn't think,
Yeah.
so we'll see. But, yeah, so
Looked like they
that
were actually eating and drinking things, I like that. They had real food there.
mhm, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, those 2, I don't know how Britt is gonna be able to focus on her like, her homework, which is this, like, cold fusion
Yeah,
stuff,
when is
you
she doing that work? We haven't seen her doing any of that work. Didn't they
know?
imply that she wasn't gonna be at the hospital anymore? That they were just gonna
Well, she acted like when she talked to Jack, was he gonna help her get her license back? Was that part of the deal to cooperate with him?
Yeah, yeah,
So somehow she thinks she's gonna be able to continue working at the hospital.
yeah, I guess
I
so.
don't
Maybe
know.
that got worked out. I don't know, but
I don't know either.
I don't know. Sick
I
of
don't know.
Jack too. God.
Oh god, we got too much of Jack, didn't we?
Yeah.
He's
And if
he's
he thinks that diamond necklace is like the stunning, I mean, it wasn't a bad necklace, but again, like Carly acted like overwhelmed with that choice of
yeah,
that design and
yeah,
everything. I
she
was like,
did.
that just looks like your standard starter little diamond, tiny
Right.
diamond. Yeah.
Right, right, yeah.
There was nothing special about it.
No, he really is kind of a charmless man, isn't he?
You're really kind of a charmless man, aren't you? Yeah. And I almost feel sorry for him because it's like he's sort of a
Yeah,
dodo
he's
about
got
the
no
romance.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
I
no
mean,
game, and our original Brennan was all game.
all game, maybe too much game. Um
Gamey.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I think Valentine has more game even just, like,
Oh, yeah.
as an addict sort of hobbit, he's
Oh my
got
god,
more
yeah,
going for him, you know?
definitely. Just standing there in the sweatshirt and everything, he's got more sex appeal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he and Carly, that they are great together.
they are. I do like their little extended conversations when they get past, sort of their, like, animosity, which is, like, sort of exaggerated, I think,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, sort of put on, but,
Yeah,
yeah, and I don't even I know we're skipping all over the place, but their
yeah.
little conversation, I wasn't quite clear, I'm just not that bright, about where he was going with the whole point that Valentine was the one who disappeared that evidence that would have
Oh,
put you
that
away,
that
Carly.
That Jack was the one that
I
disappeared
mean,
that he
yeah, the Jack was the one that disappeared.
Yeah.
Why was that so upsetting to her?
And I thought,
That
like, why wouldn't she have figured that out
yeah,
herself? But it's a little vague in my mind, those days, when
yeah,
she was visiting him and, sort of flirting with him for her
right,
own
because
purposes.
it was the other guy
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
But so why would that be upsetting that he did that for her? Wouldn't that be kind of flattering?
Yeah, but maybe she feels like she's super beholden to him if he risked, doing something she thinks it's risky. He probably didn't think it was risky at all, but to her,
But
maybe it's like such a big gesture.
wouldn't it doesn't that count in his favor that he didn't tell her that he did that, so he wasn't, like, holding it over her head that she owed him?
Well, yeah, but now that she knows, yeah, I think it sort of maybe reignites her good feelings for him, which
Is that
complicates
where they were
it.
going, do you think?
I don't know, Gia. I don't know.
I feel like I'm having to press you to the wall on a lot of issues tonight.
Well, of course, I don't know Carly's mind, and,
No, but
I
her reaction, like, I thought it was sort of like I don't until you said that just now about that it might be reigniting some affection for him. I didn't take her reaction to mean that. I took it more like horror at what he'd done or something. That
horror that like, elaborate
that he
on
did
that.
it so that like Valentine was implying that there was something about the casual nature of the way Brennan did it
Mhm,
that implied something like coldness about him or a
uh-huh, uh-huh.
calculating
Yeah,
part of his nature that maybe she
uh-huh,
hadn't realized or something. But I was
uh-huh.
like, oh, it was kind of a romantic favor to keep you from
Well,
going
and
to
yeah, but then
sleeping.
Valentine said, "Well, you're being naive. The reason he didn't tell you is because he hasn't felt the need to use that information yet."
Yeah, okay, so maybe it was horror that he's going to come back and use it somehow.
I don't think
Maybe
well,
that's
I don't think Carly thinks that he's that bad, I don't think she quite understands how ruthless he is, and maybe she does think, like, he cares about her enough that he would never do that to her, you know?
But maybe that's what we were supposed to be witnessing was Carly, the realization in Carly's brain that
Mhm.
Brennan is a thoroughly bad guy through and through, and that now he's got something on her. Maybe that
Yeah,
was it.
maybe, right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
Everybody else is probably like, God, you guys are stupid tonight. You know?
I don't know. Well, I also kind of feel like it wasn't I mean, sometimes we do need things spelled down a little more for
And sometimes we don't, and I feel like they spell
Right,
things out when they don't need to, and then vice
right.
versa. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. But you're with me on the whole necklace thing, right? That prop was kind of
That seemed
piss poor,
very
wasn't it?
ordinary, and it didn't even look like a real
Yeah.
Tiffany box. It looked like a
It didn't
knockoff Tiffany box.
it didn't look like, oh, he went to Jared, right? Like that.
He probably has, like, a case of these necklaces, you know?
But anyway, I wanted some more adornment or a larger diamond or um something with white gold or I don't know. Just it just seemed very much like what you might pick up when you got your first, your ears pierced for the first time or something and
They throw in, like, the whole set for
and it's yeah,
$29.
exactly. You get the studs and then we've got this diamond chip.
So so he's got the studs, which he'll give her later on.
Yeah. Now I understand you have to twirl these and to keep them from getting infected. Oh, so you never got did you get your ears pierced and they grew back or did you never get your ears pierced?
I just got one, and it never did close in, it's still open, but the kid got hers
Really?
pierced recently and well, a couple years ago now, I guess, yeah, she got the whole lecture about spinning them and keeping
Oh,
the
so it
drink
hasn't changed in all that
Nope,
time.
hasn't changed at all.
Did they do it with a gun? Mine was like a staple gun,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a,
they did it
you know.
with a gun, yeah.
Oh, it's a rite of passage, get
Oh,
Louise.
yeah, yeah, I took her to Claire's, and, what a like, that's just, like, a store full of junk, you know?
Yes, yes,
Like,
yeah,
nothing but, like, garbage there, and working
yes,
there has gotta be so depressing, I would
yeah,
think,
yeah.
you
It's
know?
just a teenage junk store. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that's. I don't think they existed when we were teenagers, but I remember being in a similar kind of shop or something when
Mhm,
that.
yeah.
Man, that was a hard one thing though, getting my dad to allow that. Whew,
Wow,
took
yeah,
a long
yeah.
damn time. I don't
Oh,
know what
boy.
the deal was. That and the eyeshadow, those were big battles.
Really? With your dad?
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
want you all whored up?
Yeah, if God had intended your eyelids to be blue, he would have made them that way, and I'd come back with all kinds of things that, like, God didn't intend and
I don't think God intended
uh,
any of this.
probably not, probably not. There's a T-shirt I love that's, like, Jesus holding his arms out, and below it says, "Disappointments, every one of you." So but I
Yeah,
I I wouldn't be bold enough to wear it because 'cause I'd probably
yeah,
offend people.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, where were we? Oh, yeah, you were helping me understand Carly's little scene there.
But not well, not well.
Well, no, I mean, you're not on your game tonight.
I I did start to nod off while I was watching Wednesday's episode for the second time.
Oh, geez, you do so much work for this. Anyway, Carly's hair still looked good, and I like the blazer.
I like
Um,
the blazer, like, when I just saw her from, like, the waist up, like, at home, but when she was at the courthouse and you saw her the whole ensemble, I didn't like it
yeah.
as much.
I don't remember what the rest of the ensemble was. What were there?
It's like
Did she forget her
pants or
pants or
something.
something?
No, I don't know, it was like the turned up cuffs that didn't seem like they sort of worked
Oh,
in the whole ensemble. I don't know,
all right.
but,
Well, it was kind of a big blazer day because we had a
it was.
courthouse stuff going on.
Yeah,
So
and
a lot of blazer action there because a blazer is
yeah.
like a power move.
I guess that's the uniform for the woman who means business.
Right, right.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's interesting sort of from a feminist perspective, like power is like adopting sort of the male uniform.
Mhm.
Like we didn't see men start wearing dresses to look more powerful, right? Like,
Or to appear more nurturing, they would wear dresses, maybe.
oh, okay. I see what you did there. That's interesting.
I could see Valentin doing that.
I
He
can
seems
too, yeah.
secure
I could
enough,
too,
you
and he
know?
could pull it off.
He could.
But
Uh,
anyway, that being said, I'm a sucker for a blazer, and
yeah.
I,
Did
I
you
like
have a
I like all
favorite?
of them.
Who wore it best, would you say?
Well, oh, you mean today? I was gonna say, well,
Yeah.
Diane Keaton, obviously, but I guess Alexis maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
she does a lot of blazers, of course, and we haven't
Yeah.
seen Diane in forever. But
No, but
Diane wears the
Queen.
suit, like, yeah, she's the best. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
say Alexis today.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Alexis, when she's in this mode, it's it's kind of like my complaint about Anna when she's in cop mode, where
Yeah,
she becomes sort of like she's just operating at one volume. She's sort of like mildly hostile towards everyone,
yeah,
including Willow. Like I felt like, sure, she doesn't want Willow to fuck it all up, but she just seemed like she wasn't showing any
yeah.
compassion at all for her.
If she wants Willow to settle down and everything, yeah, she could have been a little bit more nurturing about, don't make a face, don't, yeah,
Yeah.
she was pretty hostile with her, wasn't she? I
I
agree.
thought so, and if that's just because she's mad at Drew, I don't
And
know,
she is
and
being blackmailed.
she is, but, she should have been meaner to Drew because he was being a real
Well, she
dick.
may be mad at Willow for lying to her, and making her job
Well,
harder.
yeah, I guess that's true, that too, yeah, yeah,
And she may think Willow's guilty.
that's also possible, yeah, Yeah,
And Willow might be guilty.
maybe she's just had it. Maybe Alexis has just
Maybe.
been, like,
Yeah.
stretched to her breaking point, kinda like Portia, these poor.
I like the way Alexis uses her hands.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's part of, like, looking professional is, like, that
Mhm,
holding of the hand well.
mhm, yeah,
What's her
okay.
name? The Turner did it a lot too,
Mhm,
like,
right.
gesturing effectively. I don't do a lot of gesturing other
No?
than, like, certain the odd spasm.
Would you say spasms by their very nature are odd?
I guess so, yeah.
I too have the odd spasm problem.
Yeah, I don't think I use my hands in that elegant way, but a as
Mm.
courtroom scenes go, I felt like I mean, we had them a couple days, right?
Mhm.
This
Mhm.
trial's on
Yeah,
its way. I thought they
yeah.
were pretty, effective and riveting.
Riveting. Wow, okay.
Some mildly riveting.
Mildly, yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
amend that a little bit.
Okay, yeah, thanks, yeah. I mean, I guess you're right, but I always as soon as they start, I sort of brace myself for it being kinda tedious, 'cause
Yeah,
it's kinda like everybody's selling their version of I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's sorta like you're
yeah,
watching, like, a long commercial for each person's position,
right.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I don't like that.
I don't like that. I'm flipping all over the place tonight. I apologize.
Okay, that's alright.
But I was just reminded of Tracy and Michael speaking in the breakfast nook.
With the spy?
Yeah, who's lurking around out there?
Well, I
Was that like
wondered
Martin?
that was the only person I could think of because Drew had said he wanted him to do one thing for him while he was at the house, right?
Oh, see, I
They
didn't even
had
put that together.
they
Okay.
had I didn't put it together until the second time I watched.
Oh,
But yeah, he had that call, right? Martin called Drew and, told him, he needed to return all the
yeah,
belongings
the
or whatever,
tchotchkes, the
you know, got nowhere
tchotchkes.
with that, and then Drew, told him he wanted one more thing from him. So I don't
Okay,
know,
so
maybe
maybe
he
that
was
yeah.
snuck back in to get something and, happened upon that conversation.
So yeah, Tracy and Michael should just shut up. They've had this conversation like 3 or 4
Yeah,
times in the
yeah,
open,
right,
and
right, yeah.
and it's bad. It's bad that they're doing that. And it's bad that Tracy's, like, so ready to believe that Michael, could shoot somebody.
Yeah, I know. I don't know quite what to make of that. I mean, she did say she couldn't tell if he was lying, but that means she just thinks he is a good liar.
Yeah, well, and then she kinda complimented him by saying, "You're like my father," and I think for Tracy, that
Yes.
was sort of a compliment.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
And so maybe Michael's taking it that way.
Right, mhm,
But at first I thought, "Geez, that must be a little hurtful to Michael that."
mhm, yeah, right.
But he's a cool cucumber, that one.
He sure
His
is.
his ambient temperature is cooler than the air or something like that.
Okay, alright. I guess that could be
Don't you
yeah.
think? I mean, he's our
Yeah,
our our other Michael, our last Michael, previous Michael, who was probably Michael the longest, maybe?
yeah, mhm, yeah, and a very
He
good
had a he
Michael.
and a very good Michael, but just a whole different energy. Like, he had a little bit of
Yeah,
a nervousness about him, and
yeah,
this
yeah.
Michael, he does like a cold smolder.
He does.
Is that
He
possible to say? Like, he's
I
unflappable.
he is very, very cool, and even,
Yeah,
like, when he seems like he's sort of, like, upset about something, he can, like, reset immediately if
yeah,
he has to for somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's a good
interesting.
quality to have, I think.
Yeah, I don't have it, I don't think.
No, I don't either. I don't have a good poker face, and I think
Nope,
he
and we've
does.
got spasms
We've
going
got our
on.
spasms, so, yeah, we're doomed, I think. We wouldn't bear up well under scrutiny anyway, I don't
No,
think.
probably not. I'd give up, if I were under any sort of, like, torture scenario, I'd be Before you even
Singing.
got near me, yeah, I'd be singing like a canary.
Let me just write down everything for you.
Yeah. Do you have a yellow legal pad? I like using the
Yeah.
yellow legal pad. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Okay. I'm done interrupting. Why don't you go back to your notes and see if you can try kind of rein me in here with my random.
Alright, I'll try, but it seemed like these episodes were all over the place too, kind of. We had Rocco coming home, and Dante sorta hugged him. Do you remember? Like, Rocco was free.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And, okay, and then we have to talk about the Geo
Yeah,
Dante conversation at
yeah,
some point. Yeah.
yeah. Where I thought Gio was so clearly the bigger man there.
Yes. Yes.
Head and
Yes.
shoulders above Dante, and I don't think Dante even understood what a mature person he was looking at, you know?
Yeah. I, I, is Dante gonna like suddenly have a moment of realization and then just break down and cry at what an ass he's been to this
Ooh,
child of his?
that would be wonderful if he did. Yeah,
Because thus
great.
far, it's like, man, man, oh
Yeah,
man, yeah, that was something that Gio was able to hold it together
mhm.
for Rocco's sake and
Yeah,
sort of fight through. And even the whole like inviting him over for Christmas was this very like
mhm.
um just barely, like, it wasn't a kind invitation, it was
No.
just, there's no like kindness or compassion in him or acknowledgement that this is his child, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who's he angry at about?
Right, right. That's a good question.
He should be just angry at himself.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, that's a shame, and you feel like I mean, Gio, he was a little bit sort of pushed in this direction by Emma, you know, and,
Yeah, yeah, which we both
maybe
kind of
should
agree that it's too bad that she
yeah, that she
did.
right, and, but I think he probably maybe on some level agreed that it wasn't good for anybody to just like hold this grudge, you know, especially if it's affecting Rocco the way it has been,
Yeah, I
you know?
guess so, but I think it might be good for Dante to realize that he's
Yeah.
lost this son, you know, like,
Mhm.
I don't know if just keeps getting his way,
Mhm. Yeah.
will he ever have the epiphany that he really needs to have?
Right, like, there was a really, like, I thought really good sort of subtle line where Gio said, "Rocco needs his father."
Yeah,
And it
and
just sorta hung
yeah,
there like, you know, and did Dante think, "But you don't need a father,"
right,
you
yeah,
know?
like, it's so bizarre. I mean, there's a point when you have a stick up your butt where you can pull it out yourself, but then there's but
If anyone
Dante
wants to use that analogy, it's
but,
free.
like, Dante, his is so far up there now, there's gonna have to be surgery, you know, there's
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
like, he's just, and why is nobody sitting him down with a real, like, tough love? Like, he got a little bit of perspective with Nathan the
Mhm.
other day,
Right, right. Yeah,
but he
a
and
little
Nathan aren't that close, like, why isn't Lulu able to,
mhm.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
Lulu is obviously Rocco is her son, so she's most concerned about Rocco and how things affect
Mhm,
Rocco. But
mhm.
I think she's got a better perspective on what's happening with Geo too.
Yeah, I think so too. And she owns that Rocco is responsible, you know, for what he's
Yeah,
done
yeah.
as much or more than, you know, Gio's part in everything. Um, I don't know if she's just trying to like keep the harmony in the house, you know. I feel like when she was talking to Charlotte, and that was a good scene too, but
Oh, that was heartbreaking. Yeah.
yeah, but I think she's trying to channel Laura, you know, like
Yeah, maybe that's like stay calm and
and
yeah.
trying to be diplomatic and, you know, reasonable with everybody, but yeah, maybe she hasn't seen well, she has seen how deeply he's wounded Gio and how unfair he's been. Um, I don't know. I guess she
Mm,
does
yeah,
also have her hands full, with
Yeah,
the whole
yeah, yeah. It
Charlotte
may
thing.
just not be like uppermost in her mind that
Yeah,
she needs
yeah.
to sit
Mhm,
Dante down and
mhm.
but man, he needs
Brooklyn
tough
should
love.
light into him maybe a little bit
Yeah, I mean, maybe
more.
that wouldn't be effective because he's probably,
Yeah.
he's still like probably getting over being mad at her about not being informed that he had the
Yeah,
son in the first
yeah.
place. But,
It might be nice if Dante saw how well Brooklyn and Gio were getting along now and realizes he kind
yeah,
of really destroyed that for himself.
but it's so weird because remember when Dante had a lot of interaction with Sonny when Sonny was kind of
Mhm. Mhm.
losing it and he was so great at being supportive and
Mhm.
like talking things out with Sonny and not being judgy and it's like, well, where did that Dante go? Like,
Yeah,
who's this guy? Whew.
yeah. I mean, I guess when maybe it is just sort of a defensive kind of way of deflecting, the blame away from himself for all the mistakes Rocco made. Maybe he does sort of feel like if he had done his job as a father differently, Rocco,
Right, like, and if he hadn't, left, like he's got that guilt about I left
Mhm,
them, and but
mhm.
yeah, so I don't know. I'm looking for the big, like, huge, heaving, snot pouring out of his nose kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
moment where he realizes how badly he's fucked up.
yeah.
Um,
That would be amazing if they could figure out a
yeah,
scene where you saw like the
yeah,
sort
where
of the like Gio's got, I think, an incredible amount of grace in him,
oh my
uh,
gosh, yeah, yeah.
but at the same time, he's trying to do that thing where you cut out somebody who is just sort of bad for you. Um,
Geo is doing that?
yeah, I think so. Like
Yeah,
he's acting like he doesn't need Dante really,
yeah. Well,
he
not this Dante. I mean, I
right.
I would agree with him. I would say this person
Yeah.
is simply wounding you every time you
Mhm.
interact, and,
Mhm.
um,
But he
I
knows he used to have a relationship with Dante, and he knows,
yeah,
like, how
yeah.
great Brooklyn is, so, like, it seems like, he would and he loves Sonny, so he does like the idea of family, and
He
so
does, but I think you have a right to protect yourself from
yeah,
somebody who's
yeah.
harmful
Mhm,
to you, you know?
yeah,
So, I I
so
I don't know. If I were Geo and if I were Emma, I would've
mhm,
I mean, I like that he did this for Rocco and that he'll
mhm,
but I would
mhm.
be like, "When you're ready to, treat me like a human,
Yeah,
let's talk, but,
mhm.
I don't deserve this, I can't take it, this is bad for my psyche," you know?
Yeah, yeah, it takes up a lot of energy to defend
Yeah,
yourself constantly.
yeah. So, I don't know,
Mhm,
I just
mhm.
I just I miss our old Dante.
I do too. I do too.
So,
Gee.
maybe he'll come around, maybe like we said, maybe there'll be the Christmas Carol thing, which we did watch the George C. Scott last night.
Oh, did you?
FYI, yeah,
Okay. He's good. He's so good in that, isn't
he
he?
is good.
Yeah.
And then, I haven't seen the Bill Murray, like,
Oh,
Scrooge thing, which I
Scrooge.
know is
Yeah.
yeah. Is
Yeah.
that worth doing?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I really like Bill Murray, so yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
So
Alright,
you might
well,
enjoy that. Yeah.
that could
Okay.
happen. We've
Okay.
got a week till Christmas. Dun, dun,
Mhm.
dun.
That's true. Let's see. Okay, what else did we have? Well, let's keep jumping around because I feel like
Because it's fun.
it's
Just
fun and it's sort of how we are. I what did you think about Jason showing up to talk to Joss?
um, I don't know. I don't know.
I guess I don't know either. I mean, he was
I don't
he's
like I guess it's I feel like it was kind of laying the groundwork. When Josh said if it's between you trusting you and trusting Brennan, I'm with you all the way.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
she said something about he said, "Are you having second thoughts about
Right,
being an
right.
agent?" And she was like,
Yeah,
second, third, fourth.
yeah.
So I feel like
Mhm.
it's laying the groundwork for Joss getting out of being an agent,
And
you
and
know.
you like her being an agent, I
I
know.
kind of do, but I don't like Brennan, but I thought it
Yeah.
was a fun thing to do with that character.
Mhm.
I thought it sort of suited her.
Yeah, right. And maybe, maybe she could still like have some sort of an exciting pivot from this if she doesn't stay in the WSB, we don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I like the idea of both of them, like of there's being some sort of a team working against
Yeah, yeah,
Brennan
against
and or
right.
Sidwell, um, instead of Joss being on her own, really, because Brennan would just sort of use her in whatever way
Yeah,
he
she's
sees
just on her
fit.
own mouthing off to Brennan all the time, but
Yeah.
she's still
Mhm.
doing the job.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
so I guess that could be good, them teaming up.
But it does like I want Britt to be in on it too.
Yeah,
Maybe that's asking too much.
I like their apartment a lot.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think I just want to be young again and have little pink accents everywhere and
Yeah,
a
right.
fun toaster and that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
just enough stuff, not too much
Yeah,
stuff, just what
yeah,
you need. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
yeah. I could
But
help you with that. Just set a little fire or something.
be a pretty big fire. Yeah, something.
But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't like overwhelmed with that scene or anything. It's
Well,
I
all
just
right.
need to see what the next forward movement is with the whole.
Yeah, yeah. But I kind of like that Jason he's asking for help, which is unusual for him too.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Um, and probably at the same time, he knows like this is a way for him to keep an eye on Joss. Like,
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you think he'll tell Carly this that he's doing it?
I don't think
Mm,
so. I
yeah.
don't think so. Because then she'd want to get involved too, I think,
Yeah, and
somehow. And
she
she's
she
already,
messes everything up. She gets
she's got
involved
her
in.
own little situation.
Yeah, yes, she does. Yeah.
I wonder when Joss is gonna figure out that Carly is Barbara. What's her name? Saunders.
Well, you haven't been on our Facebook page in a while, have
Mm-mm.
you?
No,
One of our listeners, they're so smart, our
they
listeners.
are. They are. They're really very
Like
smart.
surpassing us at every point, and that's not hard, but
Not
still.
hard, but
s-
impressive. Yeah, that they're.
So, do you remember when Joss brought over that kind of ugly angel for Carly for the tree? Kind of a big.
Oh, I see. It's got some bug or something in it.
She was saying, the listener was saying, probably, yeah, that it's like maybe a camera or something that she'll
Uh-huh.
be able to see. She'll be like, oh my God,
Oh.
Valentin, and
That's
see,
clever.
I'm so focused on the props department. I just thought,
Yeah.
isn't that a tacky thing? Wouldn't you think they'd
Yeah,
have?
right, right.
It
It's
looked
not
like
like,
something from Ames. You remember the Ames
"Oh,
department
I
store in
miss
Maine?
Ames." Yeah, I
I
miss
did too, but it looked like something from Ames.
Yeah, yeah, it didn't have, like, any sort of heirloom quality to it,
No, no, it really.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah,
But
that's a
so
good idea. Good call.
that's a good theory, huh?
It's really good, yeah, yeah.
And it did seem sort of out of the blue, and like you wouldn't was that supposed to be a tree topper? That was my other question. Is
Yeah,
that
I
a
think
tree
so.
topper?
I
It's
think so.
massive, and
Yeah.
um, who doesn't already have a tree topper? So if you give somebody a tree topper, you're saying to them, you
Yeah,
have to get rid of whatever tradition you have and put this
yeah.
tacky thing up at the top of your
Or
tree
I
because I
think
just
you're
gave it
so
to you.
half-assed about your Christmas tree that you didn't think of getting a
You
tree
didn't think of
topper
having a
yourself.
tree topper. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have a tree topper. I don't have a tree, so
Do you just still have that ball didn't you have like a ball of Christmas lights tangled up sitting somewhere?
I did once, yeah, I could do that again.
God.
That's my little, like, Christmas hack. Don't try to untangle them. Just plug them
Yeah,
in.
yeah. So she was just so people get a visual. She just
Yeah.
literally had like a big wadded up thing of Christmas lights and she plugged it in and so it was like lit. Merry Christmas.
Let's have some eggnog.
No tree, and there you are in freaking Maine. You can't go an inch without running into a tree. You could have a
Without
real
hitting a
tree.
tree. I know.
You could
I
have a
like
real tree.
I could have a real tree, Gia.
You're a loser. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. But did you put up any decorations or anything?
No. No. But
Uh,
I told Gia, I showed you my picture of the antlers that I found in the
oh
driveway.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rudolph has already been to your house.
Yeah.
That's so
So
fun.
so that was all the excitement I needed.
Yeah, that was pretty
Mhm.
fun. Did you leave him there or like
No,
does
I
some
brought him
other animal
inside.
oh you did bring him inside? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You gonna
showed him to
mount
the
him somewhere?
well, I don't really like that look. I just
What
carry him
you just put
around and show them
lights
to
on him?
people.
Oh.
I could like, my brother and I went to see Aunt Betty yesterday.
Oh, did you take him to Aunt Betty?
I did. I showed
Yeah.
him to Aunt Betty. She was awestruck. She didn't realize that deer would just shed their antlers, that was just a process that they went through,
Sure, sure they do,
you
and they
know?
get their ears pierced too at Claire's.
Yeah, and then I showed him to my plumber, and he was very jealous. He said he's been hunting his whole life, and he's never found antlers.
Huh,
So yeah,
right at your place. Well, good for you.
yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better about your lameness about the holiday, I bought cards. It turns out I'm great at buying cards, and
Oh,
they've been
uh,
sitting like, and then I moved them closer. I like got them out of the drawer,
mhm.
and
Yeah,
then I like kept moving them closer to like the couch, thinking,
uh-huh.
well, and now
Ooh,
I just yesterday I released myself from
from doing the
sending out
cards?
cards. So you're not getting a card. You should
Okay,
have a package eventually, but there's no card.
okay, and you should be getting a package also, and I thought I
Okay.
had some
And there's
Christmas
no card.
cards. Well, it's not a Christmas card. It's just a card.
Is it an Easter card? My brother, my one brother used to send, like for birthdays, he would just take any card, like a birthday card he'd gotten, he just
Uh-huh,
crossed it out and
yeah.
write my name or,
I
like,
like that. I respect that. I mean,
it was
cards
pretty funny.
cards are so expensive now,
They are, yeah. But
you know?
anyway, it was freeing to be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like these can be for next year. And
Yeah, I think that's fine to do, I think. Yeah, you gotta do that
um,
in life, you know?
I know, but I love picking out cards. That's apparently all it is. I just like
Oh,
picking the
okay.
card
Uh-huh,
because
okay.
there's so many cool cards. But
There are
anyway,
beautiful
none of you out there getting a card from this year. I apologize.
cards.
I could just take a picture of the card and put it on Facebook and be like, "This is the card you would have gotten from me if I weren't so lazy."
Yeah, that's an idea. I'm now who's lame.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got a tree up. Jesus.
Yeah, that's good. Good for you. And you have a tree topper?
You know what? I don't because it's outside, and I didn't. I have an angel inside. I just didn't want it to be out in the damp.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway.
Mhm. Okay.
Anyway, okay. Should we get back to our show, our
Yeah, let's
story?
try. Let's try.
Um,
Okay, let's talk. What did you have something you want to go to
I
now?
wanted to talk about appliances more.
Okay.
Did you notice the appliances in Anna's cell?
Well, last one day I noticed that there was a coffee maker, right? Was it one of those
There's like I
kettles
think it might be like an electric kettle.
with a long
Like
little nozzle thing? Was
I
that
can't remember if it has a long nozzle or not, but it was like
or
a green.
spout?
It was like a color that you like, that
Oh,
green.
okay.
And
Hmm.
I think I'm matching something else. And like that expensive looking that Schmeg or whatever that
Yeah,
stuff's called.
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Why do you call it Schmeg? That sounds terrible.
That's the brand.
I know, but I don't mean you in particular.
I
I
know
mean,
it.
why?
Maybe they should have thought a little bit about it. It's like, cornhole. I don't know why you gotta have a game called cornhole.
What?
Cornhole, that game?
Yeah.
It seems like a sort of a naughty name for a game.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I bet that probably gets made fun of a lot in certain circles. But
Yeah.
anyway, they're great appliances. I feel like that little
Mhm.
apartment, I'm very fond of it.
Yeah.
And
It is comfortable seeming, for a
yeah.
hostage situation, she could have done a lot worse.
What do you think that thing hanging off the wall is? And there was some outside of there too, like kind of like a rack that when he Pascal
Uh-huh.
kept telling her to face
Yeah,
the wall, and she kind of
yeah,
wrapped her arms around this thing.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was. I didn't examine it really. I was thinking about her sweats.
Yeah, I
They
didn't
look
notice those,
they
but
look comfortable.
yeah, I
Um,
mean, it's not a bad life.
it's I don't think I'd fight it. I would just surrender to it, you know?
Somebody's bringing you a sandwich,
Yeah,
you know,
macaron.
a macaron. Yeah.
You get to speak French.
Oh yeah, I loved her French. She was so
Yeah,
emphatic with it.
I
That
know,
was
very,
awesome.
very haughty.
Yes, I mean, and French seems like a great language to be haughty in,
Yeah, it
like,
does,
gonna be
it does.
haughty.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
go well together. Do you think I feel like Pascal really likes her?
Do you think so, or do you think he just likes having a prisoner?
Well, he probably likes that too, but he likes that he can
Yeah.
speak French with somebody probably,
Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe, like, she's kind of worthy of him in
yeah,
his
yeah.
'cause he's haughty as well.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
Yeah.
is. But the book that was taped underneath the tray, that was from
Yeah,
César Faison,
c'est
right?
ça faisant. But like, who would she have thought would she have thought Pascal was suddenly on her side and giving her a signal or something, or what why
Or yeah, or maybe he's not on her side. Maybe he is just part of the whole.
and that was just, again, just, like, messing with her head.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah,
Did
just
we were we supposed to know that book from back in the day? Was that, like, something
it's
you recognized?
I didn't see the title or anything, but wasn't there something about a book? Was it Peter? I can't remember. There was some sort of book in this like whole past life with
Well, it
Faison.
looked like her, the picture on the front looked like her,
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But did Cesar Faison write a book or two, or is that somebody else? I can't remember.
What
Anyway,
did he maybe write a book about her? Because he was, like,
yeah,
obsessed and in
yeah,
love with her, right?
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Imma ask Google.
Okay, okay.
Did Cesar I don't know how to spell Cesar.
Mm,
Cesar
Faison.
Faisal. You can keep talk amongst yourselves.
Well, alright, I'm trying to think what's
Mhm.
interesting to fill this void here. Okay, well, so now we have this'll be a little bit interesting. So Jack has made the footage of Willow driving by Drew's house disappear, right?
Um, yeah. Do we know that?
Yes, I think we do
Help
because
me out here.
because in the courtroom, all they could produce were the still photos of Willow behind the wheel, and that wasn't enough.
Right, right, right. But what's Jack's let me see if I can get the hamster on the wheel here. What's Jack's motivation for helping?
Nina, he promised Nina
Oh, right,
that
right,
he
because
would get
Nina
rid of
is
that
supposed to butter up Charlotte.
and help him find Valentine. So,
Right.
yeah, and she'll do anything,
Yeah.
to help Willow's cause there.
I was
So
hoping you would ask for, like, a blowjob or something, but
that
because
would
I figured Nina would say yes, because
she'd
like you
be
just
like,
said, she would do anything to help
yeah,
Willow. She
she'd be
really
like,
would.
"Man, my rug burns have finally healed from my time
From
with
my last
Drew."
yeah, my time with Drew. By
Uh,
Nina.
yeah. Well, that would be a fresh take, Gia.
Yeah, I mean, I know they wouldn't do that, but I would it would be funny if they implied that, wouldn't it? Like
If he just, like, pointed to the
yeah,
ground or
yeah,
something.
he showed his hand on her
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, Gia.
Sorry, did I just make it dark?
I'm afraid Santa's not gonna be kind to you this Christmas.
But I just thought his ask for the Charlotte thing is like we haven't seen Nina and Charlotte interact in like 8 or 10 years. Like what where
And
is he
yeah,
getting his intel? Like why does he really think she'd have any chance of getting anything out of
well,
Charlotte?
that's true, but also it kinda makes you wonder, so she was so close to Charlotte, like, why hasn't she
Right.
checked in with her, you know?
Well, because they're all just shallow people. As soon as they're
Yeah,
done with, like
yeah.
like, do you remember Taggart? Like they all promised.
Do you wait, like, every episode for your chance to talk about Taggart?
Taggart a little bit, yeah.
Oh god.
They
Um,
were but she was gonna remember Taggart forever, and then it's like,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
then it's all like, "Daddy, daddy."
And also, Nina has, like, her daughter Willow now, so maybe Charlotte's not as important to her, but that's
Yeah.
too bad because it did seem like they had a bond.
They
Um,
did, yeah, and she just let it go.
yeah, but I was gonna
Oh,
say, let's say, Michael, everybody goes home from the trial, and some it should get to Carly, like, why first of all, why isn't Carly at the courthouse during the trial, right?
yeah, right, yeah.
'Cause she was there earlier, because she talked to Nina in the
Right, she showed
hallway.
up, yeah, and what like, and I don't mean to get off again, but what was it that Nina was trying was Nina trying to tell Willow about Jack removing that?
Maybe she just wanted to give her a little hope. That would have been crazy to
Well,
tell.
I know, but she acted like, "Oh my god, I gotta tell you this
Yeah.
before," like it
Yeah.
was crucial to something.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would have been a mistake, but,
Well, Nina's fond of
yeah,
making mistakes, so
sure, sure. But I'm thinking, like, let's say Michael tells Carly, like, somehow they lost this evidence, and then she'll think, "Oh, Jack, he can make evidence disappear." Like, maybe she'll start to
yeah,
suspect that somehow he's behind that, you know?
right, yeah,
Which would be
yeah,
yet another, and then she'll think, "So seriously, this guy is gonna help Willow," versus which would only sorta make Michael's case, like, it make
right, yeah,
him.
she wouldn't look kindly upon anybody helping Willow,
Right,
for
right,
sure,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So then she's gonna hate him even more, uh,
yeah,
if
he's
if
going
if all of
down,
that, comes out the way it seems like it could. Um, yeah, he's going down alright.
going down. Okay, I have information about that book. Do you wanna hear it?
Maybe.
You wanna hear it? Here, go. Um Cesar Faison did write a book about Anna Devane. The book was a novel titled The Alpine Express, which he wrote under the pen name P.K. Sinclair.
Oh, right, 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 yeah.
The heroine in the novel was named Davney, an anagram of Anna Devane, and the plot was based on the real life spy activities of Anna and Faison during their
Mhm,
time with the intelligence agency. A second fictional novel by P.K. Sinclair called
mhm.
The Crystalline Conspiracy. I feel like that might be the one we saw.
Okay, uh-huh.
Also featured a storyline based on Anna's history as a double agent and Faison's obsession with her. These
Mm,
books were significant plot points in the various storylines on the show,
okay.
often
Alright.
used by Faison or those connected to his legacy to torment Anna. And
Yeah, yeah.
torment they have.
They certainly have, yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm. Yeah,
interesting. But
yeah.
I still think we're just, well, I guess I don't know that. I don't know if I do think that. I was going to say that I still think he's dead and gone, but
Mhm,
we have
right.
all this crap going on with his 2 children, so
Uh-huh, yeah. Hmm, yeah, and we still I liked, let's go back to Lulu for a bit. Um, are you there?
okay. Yeah, I was just reading more about them. Anna was apparently his sex slave for a time, according
Uh,
to AI.
yikes. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Um,
Um, okay, so, yeah, we had that heartbreaking scene
where
between
Lulu.
Charlotte and Lulu,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was really trying to put Charlotte first there, and
I
I
think she
I I think
succeeded.
Yeah, I exactly. Yeah, she was really, like, sincerely trying to make an effort to have Charlotte sort of open up to her, and then, of course, Charlotte opened up to her, and it broke her
Yeah,
heart.
yeah.
Um,
But
yeah,
I was like, Dante, here's how you adult with
yeah,
your child,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, you sacrifice a little bit,
Yeah, I had such respect for her in that scene. They've kind of
mhm,
turned Lulu around for me. You know, she was annoying the crap out of me for
mhm.
and everyone for a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
And
mhm.
I think lately, in her defense of her children and everything she's doing for them, she's kind of gained my respect back.
Yeah, she's got a
Um,
nice fierceness now. Part of me thinks she still seems kind of young to be, I don't know, this wise, but she
hmm.
does have Laura
You can't
as
go
her
on like
mom.
based on our history and our chronological
No, that's
age
true.
and maturity level
Right, that's
corresponding
yeah.
lack of
No,
maturity level.
no, yeah, that's right, that's
Yeah,
true. Okay, so maybe people are normally that wise and mature.
maybe. Yeah. Um, but I thought that was a great scene. I thought they both did a good job. And I mean, and
Yeah,
Charlotte was like being so careful,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
trying to not hurt her and physically like the hug and everything, like,
mhm, mhm.
but she was honest, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
but
mhm.
Lulu did such a good job of holding it together and then like, you know, sobbing afterwards. Then don't you think like I immediately thought, I wonder how many times I made my mother sob like that.
Yeah, I
Probably a
know,
lot, you know,
I know, where you're so, like, sort of flip about something, and it turns out that's,
flip
like,
and self-involved and just not
yeah,
like,
yeah,
well, they, you know, you just don't see your parents as humans till much
yeah,
later.
mhm,
Or
yeah.
I don't think I did. Maybe other people do, but
Yeah, and I think as sensitive as Charlotte was trying to be, if at her age, she doesn't have the perspective really to know, like, what really is gonna kill somebody, you know? Um,
right. No,
and
no. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
maybe she did think, like, being honest is what I need to do here, regardless of
Yeah.
whether
And
or not
I
yeah.
think we're seeing Charlotte grapple a little bit with um does she want to be on the run with Valentine again?
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah, right.
I mean that must be a very heady feeling for a child to
Mhm.
be your like to be the everything to that parent, you know, to
Right, right,
and
yeah.
um
Mhm,
to be like sort of the center of their existence. But
mhm.
she's had a taste of being kind of a normal teenager now and she likes it.
Yeah,
Um
yeah, and she's
so
probably forgotten how it feels kind of to be on the run and to always sort of
yeah,
be, limited in what you can do, and
yeah.
so yeah.
But
Hmm.
I thought that was a great scene, and,
Mhm.
I also liked Lulu in the and Nathan in the
Nathan,
scene
yeah,
with
with
Brennan.
Jack. Yeah, I did too, I did too. And I like Nathan, he's such a question mark, because
Yeah.
he's being like the perfect guy to everybody, but is he too good to be true, you know?
Well, I think we finally got like a hint of that storyline is gonna it's
Yeah,
gonna
Jack
come to the
throwing that in
forefront.
his face.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah,
like, "Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying all along." And then we just kinda, like, went with it for a while. 'Cause like, "Oh, we
yeah,
like Nathan," you know?
yeah,
Who
as long as
cares
he's
where he's been?
nice, I don't
Yeah.
care.
But he's probably a ticking time bomb, you know?
Yeah,
Chris
could be.
Faison's gonna click
Yeah.
his pen and,
Yeah, but I like him sort of being there, like, just sort of like added support,
yeah.
against Jack.
Yeah, that was good. So, I'm wondering how you felt about speaking of Lulu and being a fierce mother. So
Mhm.
Lulu finds the texting going on between Rocco, initiated
Yeah,
by Rocco and
yeah,
Britt,
yeah.
and then
Mhm,
she marches in and has words with Britt at the hospital.
mhm. Yeah, sheesh, I don't know. Um, I like it was initiated by Rocco. Sure, he's young and he doesn't really know maybe what Brit represents completely or anything, but I don't know. He values that relationship, and I don't know if it helps him for if Brit were to just like cut him off, do what Lulu says, and like not communicate with him or anything, you know?
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't know. I mean, maybe if Lulu's just thinking about the danger involved, that's one thing, but I don't know if she really even realizes how dangerous Britt is, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
What were you thinking?
Well, I love Brit like
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
but
mhm.
really feel like Lulu is totally within her rights to
Yeah,
be saying like,
mhm,
you need to cease and desist, and
mhm, yeah,
any intelligent parent would be like, "Yep, you're blocked."
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
because not only did Brit like, okay, yes, Brit, he Rocco started it, he initiated the text.
mhm,
Brit answered.
mhm,
If she had just answered with, um, "That's great to hear. I'm glad you didn't get in more trouble and glad it's over." But she
mhm,
said, "Let's get together soon." So
yeah,
she's not honoring any kind of agreement to keep her
no,
distance, or
mhm.
and this whole thing started with a highly unethical stealing of an embryo, and
Yeah, yeah.
so I'm kind of team Lulu on this, like, and I just think, um I think it's an issue that Brit needs to face. Like, why am I obsessed
Yeah,
with this?
that is a question she needs to think
Yeah.
about. And nobody, well, I'm sure Lulu has posed that question to her, but I wonder like what Brad would have to say about this, you know?
Yeah, like, I
He
think it's unhealthy, for
Yeah,
Brit, not
yeah,
just
yeah.
unhealthy for Rocco, but I think it's,
Mhm. Yeah. Well, like you said, with Charlotte and Valentine, like she has this feeling that she's like his whole world. And Rocco has a bit of that with Britt, you know, that she's
yeah, right, yeah.
so, like, unconditionally, I
And
guess.
I just think that's, I mean, I'm a little uncomfortable with the way Charlotte and Valentine have interacted over the
Yeah,
years
I
too,
know,
you know?
it's probably it is too much.
There's something a little too close with all that papa,
Yeah,
papa, it's
yeah,
a little
and
it
and also because it seems like it means you're excluding a lot of the world, you know,
yeah, yeah.
um,
So,
so
anyway, I was kinda team Lulu on that one, even
yeah,
though,
yeah.
um
I think you're probably right there, to be
but
honest.
I agree that the nature of a teenager is gonna be like, "Oh, you forbid me to do that, so that's
Mhm.
exactly what I'm gonna do," But,
Yeah, and Rocco, yeah, he likes the feeling of somebody who admires him, especially if, like, Dante is being a dick, so
which he apparently is all the time now.
all the time. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. And Britt, it must feel nice for her to have somebody who's, like, happy
Yeah,
to
it's
hear
all,
from
like,
her.
cozy and warm and lovely for them, but I think it's, like, kind of a little bit
It's sad, it's kinda sad.
sad and a little sick and a little like, everybody needs to go talk to Kevin, is my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we gotta keep Kevin safe because the entire town needs a little couch time.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Mhm,
Yeah, and he's
mhm.
not safe, is he?
No,
Mm-mm-mm.
he's sort of put a target on his own back. Um, let's see, we're about out of time, really. We've gone long
Okay.
here. I think we somehow in our
Got
haphazard way, we got around to a lot of stuff.
very haphazard, but,
Yeah,
pretty
so
pretty good. On a business note,
uh-huh. Yeah, you're going
I'm
away.
gonna be out of town, so our schedule might be a little, off next week, like, or it might not happen. We might be able to shove something in beforehand or something, but,
I don't like that language to you. Let's try again.
we might be able to squeeze in
Do
something.
you think you'd watch Monday's episode, perhaps? This
No,
coming No? Okay. When do you
because
have a
we'll
gig?
be driving,
Okay. Do you
yeah.
have a gig tomorrow?
Yes,
Okay, what time?
7 o'clock, but we'll be
Mm,
leaving hours ahead of that. But,
okay.
I don't know, we'll
Mhm.
talk you and I can talk outside of things, but just
Yeah, okay.
letting everybody know that,
Yeah, so
and
yeah,
Christmas week, they'll be, like, I don't know what they'll have.
right,
Will
they
they have
probably
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't know.
I think so, I think they have Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday probably, but not Thursday and probably not Friday, I'm guessing.
Right. Yeah, because it's all football and basketball and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so please hang in there with us, everybody.
Hang in and have a lovely holidays, everybody.
Yes,
If
yes,
we don't talk to you before
that's
then,
important.
talk
Happy and
at you.
healthy holiday season. Mhm.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, and you have a good night, and I'll talk to you
You too.
outside of all this.
Okay, sounds good, Gia.
Okay, night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Here comes Rocky. Want to say goodbye, Rocky? No, she's being quiet. Okay.
Not on command.
Okay. Bye, Gia.
Bye.